quoted them as saying that they wanted me to be like a martyr type. So meaning so giving. And they said they started that off when I was a child. So the this ties into a lot of their previous stories. So this is probably why they're bringing it up now, because in their minds, if I say things like I learned storytelling, I don't naturally speak this way in terms of how I interact with people. This is my real speech, of course, but I'm normally not someone who tells a lot of stories about myself. It just wasn't something that I did. And if you look at my earlier videos, you can tell I've grown since I started. Once I really came on camera, and I think it was in 2022, I've grown. I used to look down because I wasn't sure like where I should look. Should I look straight ahead? Should I look at the lens? Now I look down because they cut me off. I'm like in the middle of a story and I'm like talking and next minute I'm cut off. Um so I've grown. So in one of my videos I said to other targeted individuals, when you're documenting it and you're struggling to tell your story, watch a good comedian. And I have funny life experiences as a playlist. And they're to me, they're some of the best storytellers, comedians, because a comedian has to tell you a story, do it in front of a crowd, and it has to work. You know what I mean? Unlike like I can tell a story and it can bomb and nobody would care, but a comedian gets paid to tell you a story and make you laugh. Otherwise, they're not a comedian. So I think they're some of the best storytellers. So going back to what they're saying in terms of how they can manipulate me, their mind game on me is that I'm supposed to be sort of like a martyr. You're supposed to sacrifice. And I think when they said something just right now, um, they said something about mothers, but meaning I don't want to just go based on what they're saying. I want to talk about what we're talking about, which is the mind game that if they can target a certain person who is going to think of themselves as a martyr, they'll come with their issues and you're supposed to take care of them. You're supposed to say, forget about myself, I must do this. And that comes goes back to what I think they did to me.